Welcome back to Everett Community College, as this is the final edition for this season of basketball, at least on Trojans Live. We'll be back for baseball and softball, but tonight is the final night for basketball, and we've got Bulldogs in town. The Bellevue Bulldogs coming to take on the Everett Trojans. For Everett, kind of had a rough season. Things are going to be done for them after this ball game. For Bellevue, things are a lot murkier, as up at the top of the standings, nothing is certain. Nobody has clinched anything yet, and Bellevue even has 2 more games, as they have to make up 2 snow games this weekend, so they'll be playing Saturday and Sunday again. So we are also having sophomore night, so we'll have our sophomore night festivities, and in just a moment we'll go right down to the court for those festivities as well. And we are going to go on down to the court for the anthem and for sophomore night festivities.
Contributions this year, she's in the top 10 in conference, scoring over 18 points a game. She stands 5 foot tall, but inch for inch, she is one of the top players in the entire Northwest Athletic Conference. And she's here with her dad, Rob, her mom, Jamie, brothers, Stephen, Robbie, and Kakua, her grandma, Jackie. We want to thank her for her 2 years of playing for the Everett Trojans. Congratulations, Serafina Balderas. Good luck in the future. She will be honored in a special ceremony at the far end of the court. Balderas as she gets congratulated by all of her teammates and coaches of the Everett Community College Women's Trojan Basketball Team.
Our one sophomore will be moving on, Serafina Balderas, getting her send-off prior to taking the court tonight. Everett with kind of a thin team this year, but a good slew of freshmen who will be coming back next year.
All right, we're ready to get things underway. So at this time, we ask all those in attendance to please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Underway as we meet the starting lineups for both teams that will do battle here this afternoon, beginning first with the visiting Bulldogs from Bellevue College. Wearing number 5, Natalie Amos. Number 11, Jory Lambert. Number 21, Ashley Anderson. Number 22, Juanita Johnson. And rounding out the starters for Bellevue, number 34, Amanda Luckett. The Bulldogs are coached by assistant Taylor Fleming, Eddie McFerrin, and head coach Mel Stubblefield. All right, as we begin this final regular season home game, come on, Trojan Nation, put your hands together as we get set to introduce the starting lineup of your home team, the Everett Trojans. She's a 5'7" freshman guard from Snohomish, Washington, wearing number 10, Morgan Marshall. Joining here in the backcourt, our sophomore 5-foot guard from Arlington, Washington, number 12, Serafina Balderas. She's a 5'9" freshman forward from right here in Everett, Washington, wearing number 14, Hannah Hezekiah. Joining here in the front court, a 5'9" freshman forward from Arlington, Washington, wearing number 20, Macy Delaney. The starters for the Trojans, she stands 5'10", a freshman forward, also from Arlington, Washington, number 22, Kelsey Mellick. Trojans are coached by assistants Michaela Johnson, Kayla Tyler, Rob Balderas, and head coach, the man, the legend, Mr. Chet Hovde.
That's our starting lineups tonight for Everett, Marshall, Balderas, Hezekiah, Delaney, and Mellick going back out there as always. Over on the Bellevue side, Amos, Lambert, Anderson, Johnson, and Luckett. Got a Hezekiah going out there. Facing Amanda Luckett, looks like. And we are underway. Bellevue wins the tip. Anderson feeds into Johnson underneath, but she travels trying to get the second chance up there. Everett basketball. Serafina bringing it across. Starting her final game here for Everett. Over to Hezekiah. Gets back to Serafina. She scoops that one up off the glass. No good. Rebound Bellevue. Serafina harassing Ashley Anderson out there. Anderson gets the ball away to Amos. Amos inside to Johnson. Tries to poke it back out to Amos, and it's a turnover. Serafina Balderas bringing it across. That into Mellick. Mellick out to Marshall. Marshall over to Hezekiah. And he gets it back to Balderas. Serafina drives, tries to put that one up, gets nothing but a little slap on the arm, and that's going to send her to the line. First foul of the night is on Bellevue. That's going to be on Ashley Anderson. Anderson from White Swan, Washington. And Serafina gets the first point on the board. Everett leads 1-0. Second shot, off the rim, no good. Fighting for her own rebound, but can't quite get it. Bellevue with the ball. Amos trying to work her way around there, draws the foul. First foul for Everett is going to be on Macy Delaney. I'll send Natalie Amos to the line. Amos, 5'9" freshman from Linden. Well, her first shot is up and good. Shot number 2, up and good as well. Bellevue takes a 1-point lead. Long pass up there. Marshall gives up to Mellick. Mellick over to Delaney. Delaney back to Mellick, loses a handle on it. We've got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Trojans, so Everett keeps that one. Inbound to Hezekiah. Nice shot up by Kelsey Mellick. Rings that one around just outside the three-point line. Never takes a 4-2 lead. Luckett with a couple of chances. Rebound Everett. Delaney brings it across. Gives up to Mellick. She puts up another 3. That one rims off no good, but rebound Everett. Hezekiah underneath gathering that one in. Another shot up from Delaney. That one is good for 3. 7-2 Everett lead. far, Macy and Kelsey each with 3 apiece. Foul call. That one's going to be on Macy Delaney. She's got 2 on her head already. First shot is good. Again, Everett, not really anything to lose out of this ball game, but Bellevue, their footing is very murky as they are in the top 4, but nobody has clinched anywhere in the top 4, so nobody knows who's going to NWAC for sure. We know a few teams that aren't, and Everett is one of those. But so Everett in a little bit of a position to play spoiler. That one is up and good for Kelsey Mellick, 2-pointer. Everett leads 9-3. Nice steal out there by Hezekiah. She'll take it right to the rim. Lay it up and in. 11-3 Everett lead. Heavy pressure on the inbounds, but they break through. Johnson puts that one up and in. Cuts the Everett lead to 6. Mellick drives in, tries to put that one up, and gets the charge called on her. Not happy about that one. That'll be her first foul of the game. Everett with 3 quick team fouls already. Trojans back off on the pressure this time. Nice pressure there, though. Another takeaway and a layup from Kelsey Mellick. Puts Everett up by 8. Mellick with 7 points already in this ball game. Nice block by Hezekiah. Goes up ahead to Mellick. She puts that one up, bounces around, no good, and eventually Everett corrals the rebound, but travels on the floor. Possession goes back to Bellevue. Balderas with the ball. Kicks that one outside to Delaney. Delaney brings it back in to Mellick. Mellick puts it up and in for 2. Everett leads 15-7. Lambert gets it out to Anderson. Anderson trying to find somewhere to hand it off. Back to Amos. And we get a foul. Fouls on Serafina Balderas, her first, and we've got a timeout. Everett leads 15-7. Just under 5 minutes to play. We will be right back on Trojans Live. You're listening to or watching Trojan basketball from Everett Community College.
Oh no, what happened?
Dave.
Oh, I got this. Hey, kiddo.
Dad.
It's good though. Good. Try.
I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
Well, I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
And we are back to the action. Everett leading 15-7 over Bellevue. As we come back, Bellevue basketball. Anderson trying to get that ball away. Steal once more for Everett. That one, Delaney taking that one away. Sends it out to Balderas. Serafina for three off the back iron, no good. Rebound Bellevue. Amos trying to take it all the way in, weaves her way through traffic, lays that one up, no good, gets a rebound swatted back to her. Tries to put that one up and draws the foul. That'll send her to the line. This one is going to be the third foul on Macy Delaney. We aren't even out of the first quarter. First shot is up and good, and Macy is going to sit down for a little bit. That's going to bring Tetriana Wells in. The Southlake High School product from Seattle. Second shot up and good. Inbound goes to Balderas. She sends that ahead to Melick. Melick's going to pass it off to Marshall. Marshall trying to work her way in. Gives it over to Hezekiah. Hezekiah's going to shoot for three off the back. No good. Rebounds poked around. Comes up Bellevue. Kelsey shouldered all the way out of bounds. That one is up no good. Putback is no good. Rebound Tetriana. We get a foul on Bellevue. That one called on Amanda Lockett, her first. Balderas brings it across. Drives in, lays it up, no good. Rebound Bellevue. Bellevue breaks the press. Handoff poked away by Balderas. And here comes Everett again. Hezekiah with the ball. Back to Balderas. Balderas into Melick. Melick puts it up and in. And Everett leads 17-9. Eight-point Everett lead now. That's Alexis Sikora in. Sikora from Joseph High School in Joseph, Oregon. Goes low to Melick. Melick tries to put it up. Whistle called, and we get a foul. That'll send her to the line. Second foul on Amanda Luckett. And Melick's first shot is good. Second shot, that is up and good as well. Pushes the lead back to 8. Ashley Anderson brings it across for the Bulldogs. Everett playing a very physical defense, as they like to do. And we get the foul call again. This one on Juanita Johnson, who subbed in for Amanda Luckett. Luckett taking a little break on the bench. Balderas brings it across, passes on to Hezekiah. Hezekiah into Melick. Melick up and in. And it's a 10-point Everett lead, double digits for the first time tonight. Amos and Melick in a little battle for the ball. And Amos is going to win with the foul called on Kelsey Melick, her second. First shot from Amos is up and in. Brings the lead back down to single digits. Second shot is good as well. I don't think Bellevue's missed a free throw that I remember. Marshall sends it outside, and nice three-pointer from Kelsey Mellick. She's got the eye going tonight. She is up to, am I reading that right? 18 points for Kelsey Mellick. 18 of the 24 for Everett. And we got a whistle on the floor. Foul on Hannah Hezekiah is going to send Ashley Anderson back to the line. And I guess I jinxed the Bulldogs. That one rims off, no good. Got a lane violation. They're going to give her another shot. That one rims off, no good. Everett stays up by 9. Or pardon me, by 11 now. Balderas to Hezekiah, back to Balderas. And her three-pointer up off the front of the rim, no good. Bellevue bringing it back and stolen away by Tetriana Wells. To Balderas. Balderas throws it up to Hezekiah, and her shot is no good. Bellevue with the rebound. Long pass is going to be off the hands of Alexis Sikora and out of bounds. Everett gets the ball back. Just over a minute to go. Everett with an 11-point lead. Balderas working it in. Kicks it back out. And Mellick with the shot up and good. 26-13 Everett leads. Currently doubling up the Bulldogs. Amos tries to get to the pass inside. Sikora trying to save that out, but she touches it out of bounds, and that's going to go back to Everett. 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. Balderas with the ball. Set inside to Mellick. Mellick tries to get it out to Wells. Wells has it stolen away. And up and in for Bellevue. Shot clock off, 22 seconds to go. See if Everett can make one last shot here to finish out the first quarter. Out to Hezekiah. Hezekiah looked at it, decided to hang on to it. 10 seconds to go. They're definitely going to try for the final shot here. Hezekiah working her way in, steps back, shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound Bellevue, and they're not going to even have time to heave it up, as that's going to wrap up the first quarter. Everett leads 26-15 with 1 quarter down. You are watching Trojans live from Larry Walker Court in Everett Community College.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track.
Oh, hey. She's cute. Nice going, man.
Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Well, no doubt on the player of the first quarter. That's Kelsey Mellick, 20 points, leading all scorers by a lot. And we start out with Bellevue with possession. Stolen away quickly by Hezekiah. Going to give it off to Balderas. Balderas gives it right back to Hannah, and she can't quite put it up, but Balderas gets her handle on it again. Second chance from Mellick, no good. Another try, no good, and we're going to finish with the ball on the floor, along with a couple of players. Jump ball, arrow favors Everett as Bellevue just inbounded it. Trojans just letting it all hang out in this ball game. Shot up from Mellick, no good, and another tie up underneath, and we're going to get another jump ball right away on the same possession. This time the arrow goes to Bellevue, and Bulldogs basketball. Ashley Anderson gets it out into the corner. Ball eventually gets to Alexis Sikora, and she puts it up. 9-point Everett lead. Marshall working in the corner there, trying to get the ball out. Gives it up to Balderas. Balderas over to Wells. Wells lays it up and in. Or banks it up and in off the glass for two. Her first points of the day. Ashlyn Hone in the corner there, gives up to Amos. Amos puts one off the rim, no good. Mellick coming back with it. Kelsey tries to take it all the way. Lays that one up and in. 30 points for Everett now. Ashley Anderson gives up to Jory Lambert. Lambert's seen her first time in the game. And we got a foul on Everett. Blocking foul is going to be called on Hannah Hezekiah, her second foul of the game. Bellevue is going to sub Lambert back out, bring Luckett back in. Hezekiah contesting that inbound, swats it back. Bellevue will retain possession. Nice job by Serafina poking that one away. Hezekiah coming up with it and passes it over. It's going to go outside to who? Well, Kelsey Mellick taking another three-pointer. This one a little offline. Amos comes back, stops, puts that one up, and it's good. Cuts the Everett lead to 11. Balderas with the ball. Gives up to Mellick, and that one is off a little bit. Mellick for a while couldn't miss. Now she's looking a little bit human again. That one up and in from Alexis Sikora. Serafina just takes that one herself, puts it up off the back iron, no good. Nice poke away by Wells, but Ashlyn Hone was there to recover. And another two for Bellevue. Everett's lead is down to 7. We're going to get a little timeout as everybody wants to talk about this one. We'll take timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment. Everett leads 30-23, 7:01 to go.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. Love. But what really makes up this country of ours? What is it we love? It's the people. Almost half the country belongs to minority groups. People who are lesbian, African American, and bi, and transgender, and Native American, and proud of it. After all, what's more American than freedom to celebrate the things that make us, us? This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, disability, sexuality, race, religion, and any other labels. Because the second any of us judge people based on those labels, we're not really being patriotic, are we? Because love has no labels.
And we are back to the action, just about ready to get underway again. 7 minutes and a second left to go in the first half. Everett leads 30-23. Or we'll have NWAC action going on in this gym as we head into the playoffs. I won't be streaming that. We won't be having that on our YouTube channel, but there will be streaming going on. Check out the NWAC website. They'll have all the details. You can still follow NWACs right through the championship. Balderas with the ball. Takes it inside, kicks it out to Melick. Melick inside the three-point arc, no good. Rebound Bellevue. Whistle on the floor, and I think we might have had a trip there. That one is on Morgan Marshall, her first of the ball game. A lot of pressure on the inbounds, but that one gets into Luckett. Luckett's shot is no good. Putback is no good. Everett with the rebound. Balderas going to stop, put up a three off the iron, no good. Rebound Everett. Melick rebounding that one. Spin around, puts it up, and it is good. Pushes Everett's lead back to 9. Shot from the corner, no good from Sikora. Balderas with the three, and that one is good. She's getting her eye focused in. That pushes Everett up by 12. Serafina a little quiet since scoring the first point of the ball game. Good to see her getting back up on the board. And it looks like Hannah Hezekiah landed a little hard there. Trainer's going to come and take a look at her. And we are going to have a little timeout on the floor. We're going to take a little timeout and break away as they tend to Hannah Hezekiah. We'll be back right after this.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hannah Hezekiah is still on the floor as they're looking at her right leg. Check everything out before they move her over to the trainer's table. Looks like they are about ready to do that. Serafina Balderas over there helping her out. And not wanting to put much weight on that right leg. They're going to help her over to the table and check things out. But for now, she is going to be out of the ball game, and Everett has an empty bench at the moment. Macy Delaney is going to come back in with her 3 fouls. And Serafina Balderas bringing it across. Get over to Melik. Melik brings it in. Gets away from the pressure, puts it up, and rolls off the other side. Anderson putting up a shot off the front of the rim, no good. Wells with the rebound. Gives it up to Balderas, who brings it across. Long pass underneath to Melik. She works her way around, puts that one up and in, and it is good. 14-point Everett lead now. We are inside 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pass goes inside to Luckett, and she draws the foul as she puts that one up. Second foul on Morgan Marshall. Luckett to the line for two. Sends that one off the back of the rim, no good. Second shot is good. 37-24 Everett lead. Balderas bringing it back. Passes out to Marshall. Marshall gets it inside to Melik. Shot up, good, and one. That's going to be the first foul on Sikora. Melik with the chance. Three here. Rattles that one around, and it's not going to fall. 15-point lead for the Trojans. Weaving through traffic inside was Anderson. No good, but the putback is. Balderas with the ball. Pass over to Wells. Wells' shot is short, no good. Rebound Bellevue. Three-pointer up from Lambert is good. And Bellevue trims it to 10. Serafina tries to take the long way there and takes a few steps too many as she goes. Travel, turns the ball over to Bellevue again. Jory Lambert bringing it across. Lambert from Montlake Terrace High School. Says it in the corner. Lambert for three. 7-point Everett lead. Pass just saved inbounds by Balderas. Delaney with the ball, sends it over to Marshall. Back to Delaney, over to Wells. She's going to hand it off to Balderas. Serafina works her way in, sends it off the glass, no good. Wells fights for the rebound. Gets that over to Melik, and we're going to have a shot clock violation. Could not get it up to the rim in time. Turnover to Bellevue. Ashley Anderson bringing the ball across. Sends that underneath to Sikora. Sikora's shot is up and good. Everett's lead is now 5. Balderas working underneath. Shot is up, wiggles around, and pops back out. That one really wanted to fall, but just couldn't do it. Shot from Sikora is good. And we've got a 3-point ball game. Balderas. Pass goes a little bit long and back to Bellevue. The whistle's going to be on Everett. That is on Tetriana Wells, her first foul of the ball game. Shot up off the backboard is no good. Balderas with the rebound. She brings it across. Over to Wells. Pass is intercepted, but we had a whistle before that. Two minutes to go. Amos sends it underneath to Sikora. Shot's no good. Rebound by Luckett. Her shot is good, and 1 point ball game. Everett, I believe, led by as much as 15 earlier in this quarter. Bellevue has whittled away at that as we are heading towards halftime. Out in the corner to Marshall. Marshall's three is off the rim, no good. Bellevue with the rebound. Shot up, rims off from Anderson. Whistle under the basket is going to be a foul on Bellevue, and that's the third foul on Amanda Luckett. Luckett, who's returned to the game, pretty much coincided with Bellevue starting this comeback. And she is going to return to the bench again. Shot up off the rim, no good from Mellick. Bellevue throws it up ahead, and that one from Sikora gives Bellevue a 1 point lead, 40-39. Sikora leading the way for Bellevue with 16 points. Balderas works underneath. Going to get it out to Marshall. Marshall sends it outside, back to Balderas for three, and she drains it. Timely scoring from Serafina Balderas puts Everett back up by 2. About a second more on the clock than the shot clock. Bellevue answers with a three. And Everett's down by 1 again. Shot clock off, 15 to go, 14, 13, 12. 10 seconds left. Serafina's going to work for the last shot of this ball, or this first half. 5 seconds to go. Drives in, sends it off the rim, no good. Rebound Bellevue, and that's how we are going to end this ball, or this half of the ball game. As Bellevue just able to take the lead back from Everett just before the half ran out, 43-42. We'll be back with a very quick look at stats and then our halftime right after this.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it! Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Nice.
Well, we're going to take a quick look at individual stats, starting with your Everett Trojans. They are being led, everybody is being led by the 28 points of Kelsey Mellick. She is 12 for 21, 2 of 5 from three-point range, and 2 out of 3 from the line. She's followed up by 7 from Serafina Balderas, 3 from Macy Delaney, and 2 apiece from Hannah Hezekiah and Tetriana Wells. Over on the Bellevue side, Alexis Sikora leads Bellevue with 16 points. She's followed up by Jory Lambert with 9, Natalie Amos with 8, 7 from Amanda Luckett, 2 from Juanita Johnson, and 1 point from Ashley Anderson. Well, Bellevue leads Everett 43-42. We got a little halftime break here. We'll be back in about 13 minutes with second half action. You are watching Trojans Live. Athletics.everettcc.edu is the official website of Trojan Athletics. Check out the website for all the latest news, schedules, scores, stats, and more. You can also follow the Trojans on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at EVCC Trojans. All the good news, Trojan fans, Hannah Hezekiah has been out on the court, walking around trying to walk that off. She's taking a few warm-up shots. Not sure if she's going to be out in the game. She is still looking like she's favoring that right ankle a little bit. Looks like that was what they were looking at over on the trainer's table. Had a little ice on it earlier. But she is at least hoping to get back into this ball game. It looks like she is going to give it a try. Tetriana Wells getting her first substantial minutes of the season here in her last ball game as a freshman. We are underway. Balderas. Out to Delaney, over to Mellick. Mellick's going to try and take it in. Back to Delaney. Her shot is up, rolls off the other side, no good. Rebound, Bellevue. Bellevue starting the second half with a 1-point lead and a nice poke away there by Marshall. Delaney's going to take it back, give it back to Marshall. Morgan tries to take it in. Shot is up and good, but we got the whistle. And that one is not going to count. Bellevue bringing it back. Shot up and good from Juanita Johnson. Puts Bellevue up by 3. Johnson from Bothell High School. Marshall tries to save that one inbounds, but it gets her foot on the big black line, and Bellevue basketball. Everett men over in the bleachers watching the women's game. So preparing for their turn to play here in about an hour. And Anderson underneath the basket sends that outside to Lambert. Everett with the ball momentarily, but gets it poked away. Several shots by Bellevue, no good. Fight for the ball over on the sideline, and looks like, I'm going to say last touched by Everett. Morgan Marshall getting up off the ground. Possession stays with Bellevue. Bellevue inbounds, poked away, but she recovers. Inside to Luckett. Luckett's shot is up and in. That gives Bellevue a 5-point lead. Their largest lead of the game is Everett led this one almost the whole way in the first half. Balderas puts that one up, no good. Rebound, Luckett. Up and in for Everett, or for Bellevue. 7-point ball game. Hezekiah sends it over to Marshall. Marshall back to Hezekiah. Shot up, no good off the rim. Bellevue coming back. Under to Luckett. That one is blocked by Hezekiah. Ball out of bounds, goes back to Bellevue. Shot from Luckett is no good, but she draws a foul. Third personal on Hezekiah. And the first shot is up and in. Second shot good as well. 9-point lead by Bellevue. A little rough ball handling there. Everett needs to settle that down. Melick gets in there, draws the foul. It's going to be the second foul on Juanita Johnson. Sends Melick to the line. And she gets her 29th point of the ball game. See if she can break 30 here, still early in the third quarter. And she does. That cuts the Bellevue lead to 7. Shot by Luckett is good. Takes it back up to 9. Marshall with the ball in the corner. Sends that over to Melick. Melick trying to work her way in, gets the whistle. And that'll send her back to the line. It's going to be the third foul on Juanita Johnson. Non-shooting foul, she's not going to the line. Balderas inbounds to Marshall. Sends it out to Hezekiah. Balderas, her shot is just a little bit off. Rims out, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Everett. Anderson bringing it across. Amos looks but won't put it up. Lambert into Luckett, outside to Anderson. She brings it back in. Puts it up and in for 2. Makes an 11-point ball game. Serafina with the deep 3, and that one is good. Cuts it back to 8. Shot clock winding down. And we get a jump ball just before the shot clock can end. 1 second left on the shot clock. Possession favored Bellevue, and they aren't going to have much time to grab it and put it up. That one doesn't hit rim. It looked like she got it out of her hands in time, but it didn't hit the rim, so shot clock violation, turnover to Everett. Balderas directs traffic and then brings it around herself. Tries to get it into Marshall, but gets swatted away. We're going to call a foul on Serafina. is her second of the ball game. And we're going to get a timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout as well as Bellevue leads Everett 55-47. You're watching Trojans Live. Be right back.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
Because you said rude things about my work, I started to question my own voice.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of your negative comments online, I've almost quit doing the one thing that makes me happiest in life.
Because you shared something about me that was private, I felt embarrassed.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Because of you sharing your story with me, I feel comfortable sharing my own.
Because you were there when I was coming out, you helped me regain my confidence.
I'm still here today because of you.
Welcome back to Larry Walker Court at Everett Community College. Bellevue basketball. Lambert working her way around. Tries to give that one up to Anderson, and it gets taken away. Pass from Marshall is kicked by a Bellevue player, so it's going to be Everett basketball. That one sails down to the other end of the court and out of bounds. Bellevue gets the ball back. Smothering defense there by Marshall. Gets into Luckett. Luckett tries to get it in the corner and completely overthrows her teammate. Would have been a perfect pass to the cheerleader over there, but sails a little bit long. We're going to take another little timeout. We'll be back in just a moment on Trojans Live. Bellevue leads Everett 55-47.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
182 over 100. And I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. And then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent.
My memory is shot.
When I woke up, I couldn't speak.
I can't button up a shirt. I can't run.
I've had to learn to swallow again.
That's the only moments that I have. And I'm 33, so I never see this coming.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Had I done this, had I done that, hell, I messed up.
Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Head to toe, everything's changed. Head to toe.
Welcome back to Larry Walker Court and Everett Trojans basketball. I want to thank Nicholas Klemp. He's been our cameraman and graphics person all season long. And this will be his last basketball game working with Trojans Live, but he'll still be around Trojans Live as he's going to be one of the backstops for the Trojan baseball team. We'll hopefully see him out there when we start streaming baseball in a little over a month. Everett bringing the ball back. Serafino, the pass back. Shot is a little off, no good. Mellick trying for three there. Luckett's shot rolls all the way around and eventually falls in. And that gives Bellevue a 10-point lead. Shot is up, no good, but the foul is drawn. Way to play into the block. That is going to be first foul on Lambert. Going to send Macy Delaney to the line. First shot is good. Brings the deficit back down to single digits. Lambert is going to take some time on the bench for Bellevue, and Ashlyn Hone steps in. Hone from Tahoma High School in Maple Valley. Second shot is good. Bellevue leads by 8. And we get a foul off the ball. Going to call a reaching foul on Serafina Balderas, her third foul of the game. Inbound comes into Hone. Her shot is no good. Everett with the rebound. Serafina brings it over. Sends that over to Delaney. Her shot is no good. Marshall trying to save it in, but again couldn't quite get a hold of it before, or get it out of her hand before her foot touched ground out of bounds. Bellevue basketball. And we're going to get a substitution. Delaney's going to take a little break, and Tetriana Wells will be back in the ball game. 1 tick goes off the clock, and we got 3 minutes to go. Anderson working her way in. Guarded by Marshall. Almost gives that one up. It makes it to Luckett. Her shot's no good. Rebound is put back up by Amos, and that one falls. 10-point game. Marshall, that one just kind of gets away from him. Tries to make a move. The ball doesn't go with her. And it's Bellevue basketball. Anderson with the ball. Pass in there is poked away. Marshall ends up with it, hands it off to Balderas. Serafina brings it across. Trailed by Melick. Sends it over to Hezekiah. Her shot is off the back iron, no good. Wells reaching for that rebound, couldn't quite get it. Marshall gets a hold of it, and then we get the whistle. Foul is on Marshall, her third. Wells will take a seat on the bench again, as Everett is back to their starting 5. Anderson works in, couldn't get that one to fall, but the rebound and putback from Luckett is good. 12-point game. It's into Melick. Kelsey gets tied up, and a jump ball is called. Trojan with the possession arrow. Keep the ball. Inbound goes to Melick. Melick to Marshall. Marshall to Hezekiah. Back to Balderas, and she pops that one in. Cuts it to a 9-point ball game. Cora gets it into Luckett. Her shot is no good. Offensive foul on Luckett, and that is going to be 4 fouls, and that's going to earn her a seat on the bench. Johnson back in the ball game for Luckett. Balderas gets that one in to Mellick. Mellick puts the shot up and draws the foul. Shot no good, so she's going to go to the line for 2. That foul is on Juanita Johnson, who just got back in the ball game. She has her 4th foul as well. Second shot is good. 7-point ball game. Johnson and Luckett both with 4 fouls, and they are 2 of the 3 6-footers on the Bellevue team. So Sikora is close at 5'10". Johnson puts a shot up, rattles around and back out. Serafina bringing the ball across. Pass over to Delaney. Delaney out to Marshall. Back to Balderas. She drives. That one into Mellick. Mellick tries to put it up, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. See who this one is on. It's going to be the first foul on Natalie Amos for Bellevue. Shot is up and good. Another point for Kelsey Mellick. That one rattles off, no good. 55-61, Bellevue leading Everett. 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Anderson slowing it down a little bit. Working through traffic and stolen away by Mellick. Kelsey's going to drive, puts that one up off the glass and good. And we've got a 4-point ball game. 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Bellevue going to play for last shot of the 3rd. Up for 3, and that one rims off. And time is going to run out on the 3rd quarter. Everett gradually whittling away at that one, makes it a 61-57 4-point ball game, and we will be back right after this with 4th quarter action.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are back for 4th quarter action. Bellevue Bulldogs 61, Everett Trojans 57. We'll start the 4th quarter with the ball in the Bulldogs' hands. Jory Lambert back in the ball game for Bellevue. Anderson with the ball. Back to Lambert. Into Luckett back in the ball game. She puts that up and in. 6-point ball game. Delaney in the corner. Back to Balderas. Back to Delaney. Pass is a little hot for Kelsey Mellick there. Goes off her hands. She can't corral before it goes out of bounds. Bellevue bringing it back. Shot up off the backboard, no good. Will fight for it, manhandled away by Sikora. Third chance shot is no good. Everett with the basketball. Marshall hands off to Balderas. She brings it back around this side. Shot up and good off the glass. Makes it a 4-point game again. Everett clawing their way back. Sikora's shot rims off, no good. That one's poked out to Marshall, and she's going to bring it back. Marshall across midcourt. Gives it to Hezek. Turnover back to Bellevue. Long pass is out of bounds. Say it was brushed an Everett player on the way out. Possession stays with Bellevue. Bellevue inbounds. Goes to Luckett. Gives it up to Amos. Amos goes all the way around. Her shot is no good. A rebound, Mellick. Kelsey's going to bring it back. Send it out to Balderas. Her shot is no good, but foul is called. That's going to be on Serafina. Charge gives her her fourth foul of the ball game. 8:02 left to go in this contest. Anderson working her way around Marshall. Gets underneath, gives it up to Luckett. Her shot off the glass, no good. Fight under the basket is won by Everett. Goes out to Serafina. She gets a big pass ahead to Macy Delaney. Shot's no good. She gets it back herself, tries to put it back up, and draws the foul. And that's going to be the fourth foul. No, second foul on Natalie Amos. First shot from Mellick is good. 36 points now for Mellick on the night. Just explosive output from Kelsey. Second shot is good, make that 37. And we are going to get a timeout on the floor. It is a 2-point ball game, 7 minutes, 38 seconds to go. We'll be back right after this on Trojans Live.
Oh no, what happened?
Dave.
Oh, I got this. Hey, Carol.
Dad.
I'm sorry. You know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
Well, I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
Welcome back to Larry Walker Court at the Walt Price Student Fitness Center of Everett Community College. Your Everett Trojans trail the Bellevue Bulldogs 63-61, 2-point ball game with 7:38 left on the clock. Bellevue brings it back. From the corner, Jory Lambert drops that one in and makes it a 5-point ball game. Marshall with it. Going to get it out to Balderas. Serafina's going to try and take it all the way herself. Shot is blocked and taken away by Natalie Amos. Bellevue with the basketball. Stolen away by Marshall. And Morgan takes too many steps, at least according to that one referee. Turnover back to Bellevue. Anderson with the ball. Gets it to Amos. Amos over in the corner. It's to Lambert who brings it in. Her shot's no good. Rebound, Everett. A little fight under there for the rebound before everybody fighting. Realize they're all wearing white jerseys. Serafina with the shot. Almost gets that one stuck on the edge of the rim. Another fight for the rebound. Bellevue wins that one. Sends Kelsey Mellick to the floor. Shot rolls in and good, and it's a 7-point game again. Balderas calling the play. Takes it in, stops, pops, no good. She'll get the rebound, send it in the corner to Hezekiah. Her shot's no good. This time, rebound, Bellevue. Anderson gets it under to Luckett. Luckett shot is good. Back to a 9-point deficit. Everett bringing it back. And Hezekiah, she's starting to limp on that right foot again. And we're going to get a timeout, so we're going to give her a little break. Let that rest. 70-61, Bellevue leads. We're watching Trojans live. 5:06 to go.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track.
Oh, hey. She's cute. Nice going, man.
Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch.
Quickly out of the timeout, we are back to action. Delaney sends that in to Mellick. Mellick draws the foul on the shot. She'll go to the line. It's going to be the third foul on Natalie Amos. Mellick at the line and bounces that one in. Mellick's second shot is up and good. Cuts the deficit to 7. Nice takeaway by Everett. Delaney under the basket with that. Mellick's shot rolls off, no good. Rebound is knocked away. And we're going to get a whistle on the play. Foul's going to be called on Bellevue. Second foul on Jory Lambert. Everett with the basketball. Delaney tries to get that one inside to Mellick, and it gets stolen away. Shot is quite a bit short. Rebound is saved inbounds by Bellevue. Picked up by Everett. Tied up now. Jump ball called. Possession goes to Everett. Inbounds goes right back to Serafina. Balderas over to Marshall. Marshall to Delaney, and her shot is up and good. And that shaves it down to 4, 70-66. Luckett answers with 2. Makes it a 6-point game again. Balderas with the ball. She's going to take it herself. Off the glass, no good. Rebound is up and good from Melick. She takes it back down to 4. Inside 3.5 to go. Foul called. It's going to be the 3rd foul on Kelsey Melick. Travel called on the floor. Ball goes back to Everett. 4-point ball game, 72-68 Bellevue lead. Everett has a chance to get it within a shot. Shot is up and good. We've got a 1-possession ball game. Inside 3 minutes to go. 72-70. Pass is stolen away. Marshall with the ball, gives it up to Balderas. Serafina's going to slow it down here, call the play. Get it over to Hezekiah. Hezekiah to Marshall. Marshall over in the corner to Delaney. Delaney gets it underneath, shot no good. Stolen away by Balderas. She saves it inbounds, but that one's going to go to Luckett, and Luckett's going to take it to the hole and put that one up and in and make it a 4-point game again. We're going to take a little timeout. Bellevue leads 74-70. We're going to take a little break. Be back in 30 seconds right after this on Trojans Live.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
We are back to the action. Bellevue leads Everett 74-70. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go in this final ball game of the regular season for Everett at least. Bellevue has a couple makeup games this weekend. Serafina bringing it across. Gets it over to Marshall. Marshall tries to get underneath from Melick, but Melick draws the foul. Non-shooting foul. It's going to be the 4th foul on Natalie Amos, as Bellevue now has a few players in foul trouble. Trapped over there against the line. Marshall steps out of bounds. Ball goes back to Bellevue. 4-point ball game. 74-70 Bellevue lead with 2 minutes to go. We are going to get a foul called on Marshall. It's Morgan Marshall's 4th foul of the ball game. 3 fouls on Everett, 14 fouls for Bellevue. And goes into Luckett, and she steps right back out of bounds. Bellevue coach is livid about that call. Everett inbounds, 1:50 to go. Balderas with the ball. Serafina gets an elbow right to her face, and she's going to draw that foul. She earned that one. It's going to be the third foul on Jory Lambert. That's going to send Serafina to the line. Serafina with 15 points in this ball game. Make it 16. 3-point ball game now, 74-71. Serafina has a chance to cut it to 2. And she does. 2-point ball game, 1 3/4 minutes to go. Bellevue bringing the ball back. Lambert with the ball. Gets it over. Back to Anderson. Anderson gets it out to Lambert. Back to Anderson, over to Amos. Stolen away by Serafina Balderas. She's going to take it herself off the glass, rolls it around and in, and we've got a tie ball game with 1:07 to go. Crowd underneath us is exploding. And we get a foul on Everett. That is going to be the 5th foul on Serafina Balderas, her final game as a Trojan. It's going to end with the 5th foul. She is going to take a seat on the bench for the last minute of her Everett career. And she just got teed up at the bench. Serafina on her way over to the bench. A little upset, kicked some water bottles. One of them rolled over to the edge of the court. One of the refs saw that and teed her up. We've got a tie game, and we are going to get a few shots here for Bellevue. They're going to get a chance to take the lead back and push it a little with the clock stopped. At the line is Natalie Amos. High bounce on that one. It rattles around and falls. Bellevue takes a 1-point lead. Second technical shot. That one's going to be off the back iron, no good. One-point Bellevue lead now. Bulldogs with possession as well. Shot is no good from Anderson. Everett with the ball. Coming back is Marshall. To Hezekiah. And Hezekiah gets it underneath. To Delaney, her shot is sent flying out of bounds. Possession stays with Everett. 32.3 seconds left, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Everett down by 1. Out to Delaney, her shot is no good. Rebound Hezekiah, she gets underneath. She'll send it out to Melick. Melick's shot is good. Everett leads by 1. 24.2 seconds left. Everett has come back and taken a 1-point lead, and we'll be back right after a little 30-second break. 76-75 Everett leads. See you in 30.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
Welcome back to the Walt Price Student Fitness Center, where the Everett Trojans have just taken a 1-point lead, 76-75. 24.2 seconds on the clock, and the ball going back to Bellevue. Both teams dried up what could be the final play of the regular season for some folks. This is going to be Everett's final game, but Bellevue still has 2 snowouts that they're going to have to play. And everything, like I said, is really murky up above Everett in the standings. So Everett with the possibility of playing spoiler here against the Bulldogs. Inbounding, Natalie Amos. Gets that into Anderson. Anderson working her way inside. And we get a whistle underneath. Ball goes back to Everett. And we are going to get another timeout as everybody wants to stop and talk about this. Everett with the basketball now and a 1-point lead. You can only assume that we're going to get a foul real quick on the inbounds. But Bellevue going to talk about what they want to do on this. Who they want to foul, what they want to line up after. And what they want to do if they can't get a hold of anybody. We're going to keep it right here and just enjoy the atmosphere. .8 seconds on the clock. Everett 76, Bellevue 75, 1-point ball game. Inbounding will be Kelsey Mellick. Kelsey gets it into Hannah Hezekiah. Hannah dribbles it around and eventually gets fouled. Foul is going to be the 4th foul on Jory Lambert. And that's going to send Hannah Hezekiah to the line with 16.4 seconds left. Her shot is up, rims out, no good. Still a 1-point game. Hannah with a chance to make it 2 to tie. And rims that one out. It is a 1-point ball game, and timeout called once again by Bellevue. Everett out of timeouts. Bellevue with 1 left. Make that 0 left, as that was their final timeout of this ball game. 15.8 seconds on the clock. Everett still leads 76-75. Serafina Balderas on the bench as she has fouled out. Tetriana Wells in, along with Marshall, Delaney, Mellick, and Hezekiah. And here we go, Bellevue inbounding. Jory Lambert. And we get a foul. That is going to be the 5th foul. 5th foul on Morgan Marshall. And looking at the math, Everett started out with 5 starters and 1 on the bench, and 2 players have fouled out. That means we are playing shorthanded. 15 seconds left. That shot is up and in. Now we've got a tie game. Second shot from Natalie Amos for the lead. Rattles home. Bellevue leads by 1. 1-point advantage, 1 player advantage. And immediate foul Natalie Amos is looking and saying, "What were you thinking?" Sikora fouling immediately on the inbound sends Kelsey Mellick to the line with a chance to take the lead back. 1 point game, 14.3 on the clock. The shot is up and rattles out. Still a chance to tie. Mellick shot. Rattles and falls. Tie game. 14.3 left on the clock. We are locked at 77. Inbounds contested. Goes out of bounds. No, saved out of bounds. Saved back inbounds by Bellevue. 5 seconds on the clock. Last shot of regulation is up off the glass. No good. And we are going to overtime in our final broadcast of this 2018-2019 season. 77 for Everett, 77 for Bellevue, zeros on the clock. And we are going to period number 5, and we'll be back right after this. You are watching Trojans Live Overtime.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
Because you said rude things about my work, I started to question my own voice.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of your negative comments online, I've almost quit doing the one thing that makes me happiest in life.
Because you shared something about me that was private, I felt embarrassed.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Because of you sharing your story with me, I feel comfortable sharing my own.
Because you were there when I was coming out, you helped me regain my confidence.
I'm still here today because of you.
And we are into a little bonus time here. 5 minutes up on the clock. 77 all, Bellevue and Everett. 5 fouls apiece. 1 timeout back on the board for each team. Out there for Bellevue, it's going to be Luckett. Kelsey Mellick facing off for Everett. And Bellevue wins the ball. Shot is good, and that is up for 3, 80-77. Bellevue with a quick 3-point lead. Hezekiah working around outside. Remember, Everett still playing 1 person short. That shot is up off the back iron, no good. Shot from Luckett is up and in, and it's a 5-point ball game. Hezekiah working her way back. Hannah in the first half fell and injured her right leg, I believe the right ankle, so she's been playing a little bit hobbled. Shot is up, no good. All of Bellevue wanted a travel, but they are going to call a foul on Sikora, her 3rd of the game. Shot is up, and it is good. Kelsey Mellick closing in on 50 points in this ball game. 47 currently. Make that 48. Bellevue bringing it back. 3-point ball game. Stop shot is off the rim, no good. Rebound Mellick. Hezekiah backs in, works her way around. Sends it over to Wells. Wells' pass is blocked down. Tapped out of bounds, last touched by Everett. Ball goes back to Bellevue. Almost stolen away, but corralled again, and pass underneath goes up and in, and it's good. 5-point game, Bellevue leads. Mellick getting it to Delaney, back to Mellick. Her shot is off the front of the iron, no good. Bellevue with the rebound. Everett even shorthanded. They're playing 5-on-4 here, and they are still playing smothering defense. Just harassing Bellevue anytime they have the ball. Inbound to Mellick. Back to Hezekiah. Hannah working her way in. Off in the corner. Finds a lane and rolls that one up and in. Gets Everett back within 3. Yeah, we got a whistle on the floor. Foul is on Kelsey Mellick. That is her 4th foul of the ball game. Sikora steps up to shoot 2. First one bounces off, no good. Pardon me, that's Anderson. Second shot rolls out, no good. 3-point ball game. Everett with the chance to narrow this up. Hezekiah gets underneath. Her shot is blocked, but a little hand in there, and guess who just got another foul? And that is 5 fouls on Amanda Luckett, so she is going to take to the bench. That's going to send Hannah Hezekiah to the line for 2. First shot is up, and it is good. And it's a 2-point ball game. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left on the clock. 84-82, Bellevue lead. Shot is up, rims out, no good. And a toe out of bounds. I was wondering if I was just seeing it that way. Juanita Johnson corrals that one, and just the tip of her toe was on the black line in the corner. The ref I was looking at was behind her, so I wouldn't be able to see it, but there's another one right down here on the sideline. Inbound goes to Hezekiah. Hannah's shot, underhanded shot, no good. Off the front rim, and Hannah is staying down for the moment. Rebound taken away by Wells, but she travels trying to get the ball. And Hannah is back on her feet, but she is hurting that right leg. She's telling the ref she's okay. She is just in pain, but wants to finish this game out. Shot up, good for 2, and it's a 4-point game. Hannah can't even get back down court. It's basically 5-on-3 here. And a jump ball. Hezekiah went down to the floor, and she was very slow getting up. Now she's very slow getting up and down the court, but she is going to do everything she can to finish out the last minute and a half of this ball game. The absolute heart of that player. Hezekiah bringing it around. She's going to take a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Everett. Wells with the ball. She gets it back out to Hezekiah. Hezekiah working underneath. Off the rim, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, again no good. Pass up. Layup is good. Inside a minute to go, it's a 6-point ball game. Melick working around. Lays it up off the glass and good. 4-point game with 46 seconds to go. And Wells is going to get the foul. Not a lot of players with a lot of fouls left to give. Everybody with at least 3. It's going to be the second foul on Detriana. Sends Bellevue to the line with 41.8 seconds to go. Shot is good. And it's a 5-point game. Make it 6. 90-84, Bellevue leads. Hezekiah inbounds. Timeout called. We are going to take a break as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. You are watching Trojans Live. Bellevue leads 90-84.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
Because you said rude things about my work, I started to question my own voice.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of your negative comments online, I've almost quit doing the one thing that makes me happiest in life.
Because you shared something about me that was private, I felt embarrassed.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Because of you sharing your story with me, I feel comfortable sharing my own.
Because you were there when I was coming out, you helped me regain my confidence.
I'm still here today because of you.
We're back to overtime. Bellevue with the 90-84 lead. Bellevue with 5 players on the court. Everett with 4. One of them, Hannah Hezekiah. If there was anybody on the bench, I think she would be resting that ankle, but she is going to try and finish this out. She's working her way back in with the ball. Steps back, 3-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. Ends up with Everett. Second chance shot, no good. Bellevue with the ball, and she's fouled. Foul's going to be on Delaney, and that's going to be her 4th foul. Well, Hannah Hezekiah has 3 fouls. Wells has 2. Everybody else has at least 4. That shot is no good. Deficit stays at 6. That one rims out. Rebound Bellevue. Put back is no good, but a foul called on that one. And Hannah Hezekiah now has 4 fouls. Juanita Johnson to the line. Her shot is good. And we have a 7-point ball game, 91-84. Second shot is up, and it is good as well. Shot clock is off. This one, I believe, is just going to play out. Hezekiah with the ball. Starting to look like that ankle's feeling a little bit better. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound to Wells. Passes a little bit high and goes out of bounds. Ball will go back to Bellevue with 5.4 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Well, you can't take them home when the season ends, so we are going to take a timeout as well. 92-84 Bellevue leads. See you right after this.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
Whoa. For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
And we are back for the final 5.5 seconds. Inbounds goes long to Bellevue, and it's going to take one last shot at it. Off the rim, no good. Clock runs out, and that is it for the season for the Everett Trojans as they fall to Bellevue 92-84. Bellevue may move on. They may not. They're going to move on and play a couple more regular season games on Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll finally get to see what happens with the NWAC North. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at shooting stats before we go to our break in between ball games. Start out with the victorious Bellevue team. 27 points from Amanda Luckett. She was followed in double figures by 18 from Alexis Sikora, 17 from Natalie Amos, and 15 from Jory Lambert. Rounding out scoring for Bellevue was Juanita Johnson with 8, Ashley Anderson with 7. For your Everett Trojans, Kelsey Mellick, she finished this ball game with a nice round 50 points. 5-0 for Kelsey Mellick. She was followed up by Serafina Balderas in double figures with 19. Macy Delaney had 8, Hannah Hezekiah with 5, and Tetriana Wells with 2 points. Well, we are going to break away. That's it for Everett Trojan women's action. We've got a men's game coming up, and they're going to get the guys warmed up, and we are going to get everything turned over real quick because I think they're going to try and give them the minimum amount of warm-up time that they can to try and get this game going because we pushed overtime and are running a little bit late. So we'll see you over on the men's stream. As far as folks for the women's broadcast, if you're not coming back for the men's stream, we'll see you next year for basketball or softball and baseball coming up, as we'll be streaming that live here on Trojans Live as well. See you in a few.